Thank you, Todd. Well, a loud rumbling was a big worry for some neighbors in the Alden and Clarence area last night. The sound was a military plane on a routine training exercise, but residents weren't sure what they were hearing at that time. News 4's Jen Shantz has more. Jen?
Well, Jackie, the whole thing only lasted about 10 seconds, but for residents like Paul Werner, it felt like an eternity. It even perked up his 99-year-old mother-in-law who can barely hear. We spoke to the Niagara Falls Air Reserve Station. It turns out there's a reason the plane took that route.
The plane come right out of the clouds there, and it was banked real bad. I could see the underside of both wings.
Paul Werner's never seen a plane fly so low. He guesses it was only a few hundred feet above ground.
With the street lights on and the plaza up here, or store value, the street light shining in the snow reflected and shined the light up, and it like illuminated the bottom of the plane. It was that low.
He wasn't the only one. News 4 received several calls last night from people wanting to know what that house-shaking sound was. The plane was a C-130, doing a standard training exercise from the Niagara Falls Air Reserve Station. Those planes are designed to fly as low as 300 feet, but normally soar between 500 and 1,000. They fly over western New York all the time, usually in less residential spots. But a minor warning light prompted the crew to take a more direct route back to the station. That's why they flew over this quiet neighborhood. At first, Werner thought it was a commuter plane.
During the day, you would notice it and recognize it as a military airplane. But at night, on a night like last night was, with the low cloud cover it was just, you didn't know what it was.
According to reserve station officials, the crew was still on an approved route. The whole thing only lasted about 10 seconds, Werner says. He only saw it because he happened to be outside cleaning the snow off his car.
I just assumed the worst was coming.
And keep in mind, just more than 8 years ago, the sight of a low-flying plane in that area did turn out to be much worse. Coming up tonight on News 4 at 6, Werner shares how the sound of that engine triggered memories for him of Flight 3407. Live in the studio, Jen Shantz, News 4 at 5.